Hi guys, it's Dr. Mo here from Inspire Medics, and today I want to talk a bit about the Inspire Medics future journey and plan that we have in place, or the vision that we have in place, so that you can know a bit about it, and of course know that where we're going in the next 5 to 10 years. So Inspire Medics obviously initially started as a medical education company, and if you want to know a bit about why we started and how we came about, have a look at our other video, which is my story about how I came to start up Inspire Medics. But today specifically, I want to talk a bit about what we're going to be doing over the next few years, things that you guys can look forwards to. So there's a couple of things, and today I'm going to talk about specifically our charity launch in the next 5 years, hopefully. So obviously we have a lot of doctors who come through our platform. We're doing very well, and we're very pleased that's happened, and obviously we're very grateful. We hope we offer high quality content for you doctors at either a very efficient price where it's cost effective, or completely free in terms of our AKT resources, in terms of our PLAB question bank, our AKT question bank, and so when we've got all these doctors coming through our platform, they find the content super useful. They engage with us as a company and an organization, as individuals, and we're thinking, where do we want to take this in 5 years' time? And what we've thought about is, and this was very early on, probably about 2017 when we first developed and launched Inspire Medics, is that at some point we want to have a charity division to Inspire Medics. So of course there's Inspire Medics the company, but we also want to have Inspire Medics to charity, which will be a separate legal entity specifically for charitable purposes. So what are we going to do with this charity? Well, we're basically going to offer healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, dentists, pharmacists, other healthcare professionals in the industry, an opportunity to go to less fortunate countries. So, for example, in Africa and Asia, villages where obviously there's not well-developed medical facilities or expertise, and actually provide your time and your expertise to clinics in those countries. So for example, we're looking to work eventually in about 50 different countries across the globe. We'll set up these small, simple clinics. They could be basic healthcare clinics in terms of a GP setup, or even we can have field hospital set up once the funding comes into place, so that doctors from the UK and all over the world can go to these countries, donate some of their time and their expertise, maybe a week, maybe two, maybe more, helping those who are less well off. Now, myself and Dr. Sandhu have already done a pilot study for this. We went out to the Rohingya refugee camps in Bangladesh when there was a huge refugee crisis around about 2016 and 17. And we actually did a needs assessment. And there are obviously less fortunate individuals who don't have access to good healthcare, who don't have access to basic healthcare. And what we want to do is create a platform where you can choose a country where you want to go to, and you can offer to volunteer and work there, and we'll provide the logistics. So let's give you an example. Let's say you want to work in Gambia and you want to do 2 weeks of voluntary work there. What we'll do is we'll provide all the logistics. We'll provide you safe transport to and from the airport once you get to Gambia. We'll get you transported to the hotel which you're going to stay, and then we're going to provide you transport to the hotel, to the actual clinic or hospital where you're going to work in, and then we're going to make sure that there are going to be people there to support you whilst you're working there. So you've got a rota, you know what to do, you've got supplies to medicines and medical records and note keeping and so on and so forth. So we'll provide all the logistics. All you need to do is just turn up. That's all you need to do, and provide support to the less well-fortunate individuals in that particular area. And of course, you can do this for humanitarian reasons. You can do this for maybe it's something that you want to put on your CV. Maybe it's a new experience that you want in your life, to work in a different part of the world with obviously constrained resources. And we really want to offer this opportunity to every doctor who comes through our platform. You can apply what the plan and the vision is. You'll be able to do all of this online. So you'll be able to go onto our website. You'll be able to choose the country, the time and the date. Our coordinators will then get in touch to talk you through the application process in terms of making sure everything's properly done. So we'll check that you've got the right flight details in place. We'll check that you have the right vaccinations. We'll check that you have the right, for example, indemnity in place. We'll do all these checks for you so you're properly ready to go out to these countries. And then once you're in the country, we'll provide you a network of people who are going to be a part of the Inspire Medics team, who can obviously take you around, show you the places, get you inducted properly, provide you the equipment, provide you the medication, and you just provide the knowledge and the expertise to those people in those villages and in those countries so that they can benefit from what you've learned over 5 to 10 years. Now, it might be something that you do maybe once in your lifetime. It might be something that you do every year. It depends. We know of GPs who go out every year or every month because they're now retired, and they do this voluntary humanitarian work in all parts of the world. So if there was, for example, the natural disaster in Haiti, after that had occurred, Inspire Medics, theoretically, had we set up a charity, would have gone out and provided doctors in that area, because there's obviously going to be needs in terms of healthcare provision and obviously preventing outbreaks of disease. So this is something in the pipelines. We're going to be super, super excited to launch this in the next couple of years. Obviously, we need to do our due diligence. We need to make sure it's safe for our doctors. Obviously, we need to make sure that there's a proper logistical system in place to take a doctor from the UK or any part of the world, take them through this entire kind of process so that they've got a team around them. They know they're safe. They know they've got all the supplies and the support they need medically, and they can then have a team to work with in the country that they go to. And it's a vision we've had for a couple of years. Obviously, it's about executing that vision and, of course, engaging with doctors. But I think it's important to let you guys know early on so that in perhaps 4 years time, when you're perhaps more senior or you've actually become doctors after your medical studies, you may think to yourselves, where am I going with my career? What do I want to do? How can I best help those around me, especially those who are less fortunate? So do keep an eye out. We will be updating the website as soon as we can, and we're super, super excited to obviously have you on board should you wish to join us on this journey. Of course, follow us on social media. We've got our social media profiles on the various major social media accounts. You can find them in the links below. And also, of course, follow us on our website, www.i-medics.co.uk. So that's a little bit about our charity. We look forward to seeing you and obviously having you on board. And of course, super excited if you do engage and decide to go ahead.